Hello, my posse. Hello, all my gals. How you doing today? I'm going to talk to you today about my stage 4 breast cancer. Some of you know, some of my new ones may not know. Some of you are just finding out about my diagnosis. So I thought today I'd just jump on here and tell you how I feel about what I've been going through, but never stops me from having tea. So grab yourself some tea or whatever you're drinking, girls. One of my subscribers on here, gosh, I can't remember your name. Put it in the comments if it's you. She doesn't like tea, but her husband drinks iced tea. But she likes peach. So I thought today I'm trying my peach tea. That's hard to say. Peach tea. Oh yeah. Anyway, it's the bright peach positive energy that I had last video, but this time I made it in ice. It is so delicious. And I thought today it's humid iced tea is good. So we'll have some sips and we'll get on with the show. So yes, I have a lot of you have asked me questions about my cancer diagnosis. A lot of you are going through the same journey as I am. Some of you have said to me, I don't know how you stay so positive. They're afraid. Some are doing really well. There's a couple of you that aren't doing well, but I think you're going to be just fine, really. You have to have a positive attitude. And for those of you that know me, I am a positive person. I really am. Today I'm not feeling so great, so it's a little difficult for me today. They scheduled me for some MRIs and of my spine, so I'm having a little difficulty with my spine. So for those that don't know, and for my new subscribers, I have stage 4 breast cancer that metastasized to my spine, to my lymph nodes, and to my bones. And so that was 2 years ago I was diagnosed, and I was really bad. I don't think they thought I was going to make it, because once it hits your spine, it's terrible. And I had the tumors in my spine were all over my spine. So, they couldn't go in and do this kyphoplasty that they wanted to do to straighten my spine, because it's something that they put in like cement, but they have to go straight up for the tumors. But mine were so sporadic, they couldn't do anything. So I had radiation, and it gave me a curvature of the spine, and I can't stand up straight without being in pain. So that's a daily thing that I go through. Am I positive about it? I mean, I hurt, but you know what? I got to stay somewhat positive, because if I let this happen, it'll defeat me. And, cancer is only a chapter in your life. It's not my whole journey. So I'm optimistic about it. I am in remission. They're amazed that I'm in remission when it had metastasized so bad. They're checking now, of course, for my spine. Then I'll have my series of CAT scans done the beginning of August. So, I don't think having them done, I hate having MRIs done, though. I'm so claustrophobic. And they put me in that tube, and I got to take a Xanax or something, because I can't stay in there. I have to have two. I have to have one on the thoracic and one on the lumbar. So I originally was going to be in that tube an hour and a half, and I said, oh no, Jose, sorry for all the Jose's out there, but I said, no, I'm not going to stay in it that long. So we split it up in two. So I'm going to do one the middle of July, one towards the end of July, and we split it so it's 45 minutes each. So hopefully I'll be knocked out. The one is at 8 o'clock at night, so I'll take my Xanax as I go through my tube if I have to. And whatever. So yeah, I think waiting for test results. I have a gal on here too who's having some tests done, and it's waiting for the test results. In fact, here I go. My tongue's in the way of my eye tooth, and I can't see what I'm saying. So anyway, I had the test done, and the doctor calls my daughter. Some of you may think I'm a wimp for that, but I'd rather hear it from my daughter than hear it from my doctor. And I asked my daughter, we sat down and we had a conversation about this, and I asked her if she would mind taking the results, if she could handle it, if it's bad news and good news. And she said, absolutely, Mom, I would do that for you. But I think, her doing it is just a better explanation, and I just feel more comfortable with her as opposed to listening to the doctor. And I think that stems from when I was first diagnosed with cancer. My family doctor, who I absolutely love, instead of calling me into the office, he called me on the phone and said, "Hey, Barb, you know, your PET scan comes back and you have breast cancer and it's stage 4. And I stopped for a minute, and I wasn't really scared at that moment, but I thought, why is he telling me this on the phone? So I have this eerie feeling now from doctors talking to me on the phone, because it hit me really kind of hard, but I didn't process it, I don't think, until like a week later, when I realized, oh my gosh, I have stage 4 cancer. And so I don't want to hear it on the phone. So I'd rather my doctor call Gina, and then Gina comes over and tells me, and I like that better. And even if she calls me, I don't mind hearing her voice tell me, but so far she's talked to me in person, and I just feel better about that. And so far I've been clear. So, but you know, every test, I'm not going to lie, every test that you go through, you think, oh boy, you know, you get nervous. I mean, you can't help but get nervous. I mean, I'm a positive person. I deal with things. I dealt with this for 2 years. I've dealt with my pain. You all know that I've been in pain. And so I figure, you know, I'll deal with this, whatever happens. And I'm not going down without a fight, I can tell you that. So I'm a little raspy today, too. I think my gosh, these cottonwoods that are flying. The other day, I'm telling you, sidetracked, hold on a minute. The other day we were looking out the window and it looked like snow. These cottonwoods are like everywhere. And I think the more they come, I mean, I should turn it around and show you, but the more they come, the more raspy I get. I think it's just allergies or something, I don't know. But, so excuse my raspiness. I should sing a song now with my raspy voice. Hey, how you doing? How you doing, my friends? So nice to see you. So glad you came over. I should be a songwriter. Go figure. Anyway, so, and you know, but going through all this is, you know, you have to take it. You have to just deal with what you are dealt with, and pray, and I do that. So yeah, so far, you know, God and all you people have been on my side, and the prayers are just amazing. You've been praying for me for 2 years, and I so appreciate it. I still go back and watch my first video when I had told you I was first diagnosed, and the prayers that came in were just abundant, and it really, really helped me tremendously. And they still do, and I so appreciate you. And, you know, it's been tough. And of course, you know, my husband's not feeling good, so we're 2 caregivers taking care of 2 people. 2 caregivers taking care of 2 caregivers, is that right? Or 2 caregivers taking, I don't know, don't mind me. But anyway, it's, you know, I'm watching him and I'm worried about him. Cotton things, I'm telling you, they're this big flying out there. But anyway, but we're doing okay. I mean, we're doing the best we can, and we're going out every day. And yeah, I said to him, I said, I'm not getting all made up and all fancied up to sit in the house, although I don't mind doing that. I do that often anyway. But, you know, we do go out and we do our Walmart shopping, and we have fun when we go, and we just keep pursuing. You know, you can't, one thing I know, that you can't sit in a chair and go, poor me, oh my gosh, this is the end, because I would have given up 2 years ago, because I'm telling you, I remember looking back, seeing my daughter and my grandkids in the corner crying. And I was so sick at the time, I didn't so much comprehend it as I did after. And I know that I was bad. When it hit my spine, it was bad. I know. So I know that 2 years ago, I don't think anybody thought I was going to make it. And, you know, here I am. So you never, ever, ever can give up. You always have to just take your diagnosis, absorb it, stir it around like tea. Let's have another sip of tea on that one. Let's go, girls. Come on, sip with me. Or whatever you're drinking. I don't care if you're drinking a cocktail, whatever you like. But you know, you just take your diagnosis in, and you know. And when I first was diagnosed, that's what I did. I was like, I think I was in a state of shock at first, and then I was mad at myself because I have always had my mammograms. Every year I've had my mammograms since, I don't know when, since I was 45, because I have fibrocystic breast disease, and I've been diagnosed with that years ago, probably when I was 40. And so I always had like these little lumps and bumps on my breasts, so I never was worried about them too much. I had my mammograms. I had ultrasounds done at the Carmanos Clinic downtown Detroit here, which is a cancer clinic, and I've always went down there. So they've always monitored and watched me. So, and then COVID hit, and we all got COVID, and then I didn't want to go for my mammograms because after I was better, my COVID left, I didn't want to be around anybody. And yeah, I could have wore a mask and all that. And I did feel a little lump, but I thought, well, it's probably that fibrocystic breast disease because that's what I had. Then it was starting to get sore. And then I thought, so I put it off more than I should have. And of course, when I finally went and had my mammogram, it was a lump. When I had the biopsy, it was cancer. And I had the PET scan at the time, and it was cancer, and they showed that it had metastasized. So, it had gone to my bone, and of course they gave me the treatment for the bone cancer, which caused the necrosis of the jaw, which I'm doing really well on that. I have no pain. That I showed you, I think, that, well, I didn't show you the jawbone that fell out, but it did come out on its own, so I was happy about that. So I think that's on the mends. And I'm having some partials made, because I lost so much weight that I guess my gums shrunk. Who would think your gums lose weight? I don't know, I mean, why can't it go to your hips or something where you want it to go, but it went to my gums too. So my face is kind of, sunk in. So he's making me some new partials that fit better since the jawbone deteriorated. I'm a mess, ain't I? I'm kind of like, I don't want to say depressed. We never allow that word in my house, but I'm like getting down on myself here. I'm like, no, I'm not ever. But I know for a lot of you who say, oh, how do you stay so positive through all this? I do. But I want you to know too that, yeah, there is a fear when you're diagnosed with anything. And, you always kind of think of the worst, but I try not to think of the worst, and I stay around people who support me and love me. And that's what I think I love about YouTube. You're like, all you girls come into my living room. I just see you all sitting here. Some of you are drinking tea with me. Hey, how you doing? Hey, Laura, nice to see you. Nice to see you too. Hi, Paula. Good to see you, honey. She's always around. But anyway, I know that you're always here for me. I know that you're around. I know you're here to support me. And I so appreciate you. And I don't think I could have got through this without you. I swear, I said to my husband many times, I don't know if I was not a YouTube creator, how I would get through this. I mean, I would. I have the support of my family. But, my daughter's the only one here that lives in the state. My son's in Arizona, but he's been here a few times to help out, which I so appreciate. But, I have some friends. But, as you get older, your friends kind of diminish a little bit. You don't have as many as you used to have when you were young and the kids were young and you were involved in a lot of things. So your friends and your neighbors don't come around anymore. Goodness gracious, I remember when my kids were little, we used to have block parties and all this stuff. Neighborhoods, we'd go out to dinner, they'd come over to my house. It was like amazing what we used to do when the kids were little. We had the greatest street in the world, and my girlfriend Bunny, hi Bunny, we're still good friends, and that was, oh my goodness, probably 45 years ago. We've all stayed friends, but some of them have passed, and it's really sad when you think about some of your friends that have gone. And we've all been through that, losing people that we love, and it's a difficult situation when you lose people that you're friends with and you love and you had this great relationship with, and then all of a sudden they're gone. But I have great memories of all of that, and sometimes you just hang on to memories. Just like my son, yesterday was his birthday, and we let off some balloons yesterday for his birthday, because we always do. This August it'll be 4 years since he's passed, and it's a difficult time in life when you lose a child. But I don't know why I got started on that, but I guess just losing friends. But it's not the same as losing your child. But anyway, it's something that you get through. You don't know how you're going to get through things, and I guess it falls under the same category as when you get a diagnosis. You don't know how you're going to get through things, but you do, and somehow God walks next to you, and the support of people, and just the everyday communication of people, just being around people that support you, I guess is what I'm trying to say, through whatever you're going through is very important. And the ones that, are just there for being nosy and swiping, we don't need them. But anyway, I am going through some tests, and I'll be on here to give you updates when I get my tests. And I'm hoping for the best, as always. I never think like the tests are going to be negative. It's scary. I'm not going to lie. It's scary, but it's something that you have to go through. I mean, without them, what would you do? You would never know what you have. Like my husband says, he'd rather know what he has than not know what he has, and then he deals with it, and he's really good about that. Although this time he's been really, really sick. I could give you an update on him maybe another time, but he does have that condition of edema really bad, and we have to watch it, and he has to weigh in every day. And he's a go-getter. He's kind of one of those guys that likes to do things, like a lot of your husbands do, or some of you I know have lost your husbands, and some of you I know that have husbands that are sick, and they feel the same way as my husband. They can't do things, and it bothers them because they're so used to doing a lot, and they can't do it anymore. But he's handling it well, and we're all handling it the best that we can. And I just want you to know that, I am a positive person, and I am happy, and I'm so happy to be here, and I'm still being what am I being, girls? The best. Say it with me. That's right, you got it. I know some of you said it with me the last time. And so that's what I was just trying to say to you today, that having cancer is only a chapter in your life. It's not your whole journey. And just go with the flow. Think positive about it. Pray a lot. Have fun. Go out. Don't sit in the corner of your couch or in your bed and go, poor me, because it'll just make it worse. Just get up, move, fix yourself up, and start your day. And because what do they say? Yesterday is gone. Tomorrow is unknown. But today is the present, and you've got to treat it like it's a present. It's a definite present from God. And enjoy your present, and open the day with a sunshine and some smiles and some laughs, and enjoy the day, because we don't know what tomorrow is going to bring. And if you worry about tomorrow, you don't enjoy today. So it's not a win-win situation. If you think about it, and you think if you're the type of person who, worries about tomorrow or worries about what's going to happen. And I've been like that for a long time. And then I had to just snap out of it, because, you're so busy worrying about what could happen. And most of the time it doesn't even happen. You think about it and you worry about it, it doesn't even happen. And that's the way I feel about my diagnosis. I'm not going to worry about something happening, because it obviously, the last 2 years it hasn't happened, because I'm in remission. So that's good for me. So thank you, girls. I just wanted to come on and tell you that, don't be afraid if you're diagnosed. And it's okay if you are a little bit afraid. It's normal to be afraid and be a little bit scared, but don't let it empower you, and don't let it take over your body. Because you have tomorrow to live for. So thank you for coming over, girls. But I do want to tell you one thing, just to quick get off this one, and I want to talk about my last video, so hold on. So yeah, I did get ready with me on the last video. I loved your comments. But anyway, some of you wanted to know, they were going, you forgot about your eyebrows. You didn't do your eyebrows. But you know what? I never do my eyebrows. I never touch my eyebrows, because I wear these bangs, and if I had these dark eyebrows, it's so harsh on me. And I do have this brow brush that brushes them up a little bit. It's a little taupey color that just colors them a little bit and makes them stand up, which I love that look, that I do use once in a while. And I should do it with this wig, because this is blonde. And by the way, this is Paula Young's D, which I love. And I think this color is called Milky Way. And she's one of my favorites. I just love her. And on gloomy days when I don't feel good, this blonde kind of brightens me up, and I feel like Marilyn Monroe. Hey, what's happening? But anyway, that was one of the things I wanted to talk about, because a lot of you had realized that I didn't do my brows on my Get Ready With Me. It's funny when watch, and I'm glad. I'm so happy that you watch that, and you know what I do and what I don't do. But yeah, I don't do my brows that often because of the bangs, and it's too harsh looking for me. And I don't line my eyes either with a pencil inside or anything that's dark, because it's too harsh for my eyes, and my eyes are so dark that it's another thing that's too harsh when you're older. When I was younger, I did blues and greens, and I also did some of my old pictures. I'll have to get my album out maybe and do a video and show you the progression of the years of some of my pictures. It's really cool to watch. My kids growing up, oh my gosh, and me, the changes in hair. Always had this big hair. I have some pictures that it looks like a shadow. My hair is so big. But anyways, I'm gonna put them together one day and do a little video of it. Maybe you're interested. I don't know if you are. Let me know, and I'll put one together. But I have tons of pictures. You often wondered if you have pictures. Now they're in their phone, but if you have pictures or photo albums, what do you do with them? I mean, what do you do with all those pictures that you have? I mean, I have photo albums that my dad made, and he has printing underneath. This is Babs eating her first meal. This is Babs. We're changing her diaper. This is, I mean, he's got little notes under all the pictures, and he did the pinking shears on all the pictures and pinked them and then put them in the albums with those little clips, you know, those little black clips that the pictures go inside, you know, where they hold them. He did the best albums growing up. I have them from when I was a baby. I think that album goes from when I was a baby up until, I think, my high school graduation. So I'll have to go through that and show you some update pictures. Are just fun to look at. I hope that they're fun for you. It'll show you a little input into my life. So I mean, I had lots of fun growing up. I was in a lot of things, and I did a lot of things that really, I don't think I can look back and be too ashamed of anything that I did. Well, maybe a couple things, but that'll never come out. Anyway, so I just want to clear that up about my eyebrows, because a lot of you pointed that out to me, and I wanted to tell you about my eyebrows. I don't know. So that's it. And that's it for me today, girls. So I hope you enjoyed your tea, and I hope you enjoyed coming over today. And I know that some of you have already seen the little tea cakes that were over there, because they're practically gone. Are they gone, Denny? Yeah, they're practically gone. So I'm glad you helped yourself. Somebody left me a comment once and said, "What's your address? Because I don't know if I can get there. I don't know. I'm in another state." She thought I was actually having a party here, but it is a party, right? I mean, we all are here together. Keep your chin up. If you've got any kind of diagnosis at all, keep your chin up. Fix yourself up. That's my big thing. I mean, we go out, and my daughter and my son-in-law are coming over today, and I'm fixed up a little bit, but I fix up no matter what, and it's what I do, and it makes me feel good. You all know that. You all know that about me. You could all probably write a book about me, I bet you. Yeah. And some of you have asked, too, about my books, that I've written 4 books. I'm not selling them yet. I'm thinking about selling them maybe coming up in the future. I wrote a beauty book, a diet book, a job book, and a cookbook. And I have a few left. I didn't put them in reprint or anything, but I do have a few left, and I'm thinking maybe of, selling them, and not for very much, but special deals for my subscribers. But I'll let you know when I do that. So yeah, so I don't think you'd be interested in the job market book, but I do have the beauty book. The diet book is very good. The recipe book is really good. It's certainly not a diet recipe book, but it's got some great recipes in there from my Italian heritage and things that I've made through the years that are really good. So I'll let you know when they go on sale, because I know a lot of you keep asking about my books and where you can buy them. They're not on Amazon or anything. I never put them on there. Well, I did once when I first started, and I sold a few, and then I just got busy and couldn't keep up, so I pulled them. And but I will sell them soon. So thanks for your interest in them, and I love you guys. Thanks for coming over to my living room today again. Pete and repeat. This is Pete and repeat day today, girls. Yes, it is. Anyway, thanks for coming over. I love you, and I'll see you next time. Take care of yourself, and remember, that's right, be the best version of yourself that you can be, because you're important. Love you. Bye-bye. Bye-bye.